Good morning. All right. So this morning we are going to need either a bolster or just some pillows if you don't have a bolster, and a wall. So those are the two things that would be best. And for whoever just hopped on, good morning. I was just saying that we are going to want a bolster, but if you don't have a bolster, a pillow or two from bed works, and to be near a wall. And that's what we're going to want for today. And this is Nacho. Oh, good morning. Who else just hopped on? Nacho says hi. Nacho's going to do some yoga with us today. Sometimes he likes to just crawl right up across my neck and lay there during yoga. But sometimes he likes to get up on my chest and stick his butt in my face. Yeah, because he knows he's running the show. He knows he can do whatever he wants, and Mama doesn't get mad. Mama's not much of a disciplinarian. Yeah. Hi, little bud. He's a very cuddly little dog. So today, I've woken up and I can't really move my neck to one side. So we're going to be doing some gentle, more restorative type of stuff today. Oh, yeah. And I am very much looking forward to the RMT is reopened today, and I have my first appointment. So that will help. I had a car accident a while ago, and it has created the necessity of going to the RMT and the chiro regularly. Good morning, whoever else just joined us. You will need to be near a wall today and have a pillow or two. Oh, also you could have a blanket if you like. Sometimes it's nice to have a blanket just to make things higher or more supportive, because it's going to be all about getting as cozy as possible in these postures today. Restorative postures are really good for healing, really good for activating our parasympathetic nervous system, so our calming response, our anti-stress response, because we know now research shows that that stress basically creates a lot of can create disease or can make a lot of things worse. So this is all about learning how to soothe ourselves. So we'll just give it another minute or two. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. The rain was good for our garden. We had Brussels sprout greens from the garden. Good morning, whoever else just hopped on. And we had, what else do we have, Nacho? What else did we have? We had Brussels sprout greens, and we had lettuce from the garden, red lettuce, and kale. We've got some beans coming in. We've got green beans and purple beans. Ooh, and strawberries. Last year we planted our first strawberry plants, and this year there are more than double the berries coming in. So that's very exciting, because we definitely like to eat over here. All right. Good morning. Good morning. He's very warm. It makes him a nice little cuddle buddy. All right. Let's see. Who do we think is there today? Let's guess. Let's say good morning, Gail. And good morning, Donna. And good morning, Val. And Susan. And Rhonda. And Shelly, and Julie, and Jennifer, and Patty, and Brenda, and Jane, and Mike and Fiona and Helgi. And I don't know who else is there, but good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. We're going to get started now as it is 9 o'clock. Today, you want to be near a wall and you want to have a pillow or two or a bolster if you own one. Pillows are fine from your bed. And maybe a blanket as well if you like. And we will start out with a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. Close your eyes, dropping into your seat. Let your sits bones connect with the earth. Exhale to relax the space around your hips. As your hips relax, feel your thighs, your knees, and your lower legs soften. Letting the lower body relax with gravity. And take your attention to your torso. Create length through your spine. Lifting your rib cage away from your hip bones. Gently drawing your diaphragm in and up. Inhaling to create space across your chest. And exhaling to soften your shoulders down your back. Let the softness wash into your arms. Let your hands soften, palms facing down. Bring your head in alignment with the rest of your spine. If your chin is reaching forward, draw it gently back. Imagine you are being lifted like a marionette, like there's a gentle little string pulling up from the back of the crown of your head. Keeping that length. We'll feel the scalp relax, forehead relax, jaw relax. The ears and your throat. Taking a couple big breaths here. And just noticing how that feels. observing the sensation that the breath creates in your body. And if you have any areas that are bothering you today, if like me, you have a strained neck or tight hips, send your breath to this area. Inhaling healing vibes. And exhaling to release any discomfort. Last few breaths here. Well, together, let's take a big one in through the nose. Sigh it out our mouths. We'll slowly start to make little circles with the head. If it feels good, you can let your circles be bigger. We'll gently switch direction. Coming back through center, another big breath in and out. All right. Come out of your seat. Release your legs long in front of you. Curl your toes and curl your hands, or your fingers rather, and then open your toes and your hands nice and wide. Curl, make fists, hold some tension, and then stretch it out as much as you can. Open those fingers and toes nice and wide. Draw in and expand out. One more time for both. Okay. Roll your ankles and wrists open. And then roll them inwards. Then make sure your sitting bones are connected to the earth. Interlace your fingers. Press them up to the sky as you press your sitting bones down. So sitting bones press into the floor, hands reach up. And if you like, you can start to look up. You can even start to reach your hands up and back, getting into your chest, your upper back, if that feels good for you. If this causes any strain in your neck, keep looking forward and just reaching up. And one more breath here. Release your hands, roll out your shoulders up and back a couple times. Okay, let's take our legs up the wall. So sit right next to your wall. Come on down to the floor. And then get your bum and your legs up against the wall. If your bum doesn't come up against the wall, that's okay. If your hamstrings are really tight, you might need to give yourself a little bit more space from the wall. Now, if you have a blanket handy, feel free to place that blanket underneath your head for a little bit more support. And let your heels settle into the wall. Let your lower legs soften. Feel your knees relax. And let this relaxation slide down into your thighs, your bottom, the area of your sacrum, and your low back. As this relaxation begins to pool in your belly, come back to your breath. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your breath in your belly. Again, if there's anything that feels tight, uncomfortable, go ahead and send your breath to this area. Inhale, healing. Exhale, discomfort. If your mind wanders off, you can bring your attention back to your breath. Simply smiling as you observe your thoughts, your sensations, being aware without judgment. And if you like, you can keep your legs exactly as they are. Or if you want to explore another variation, you can let your legs slide gently open into a V shape, noticing what that changes for you here. Again, feeling your heels on the wall. Perhaps you have a little more sensation at the inside of your legs and thighs now. Again, breathing and observing. Taking a big breath in, out. And slowly start to bend these knees. And bring the soles of your feet together so the outer edges of your feet are on the wall. Feel the outer edges of your feet pressing into the wall. Then let your lower body soften, relaxing through your knees, feeling any sensation that's moved around your thighs, your hips, and your bottom. Again, coming back to your breath. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Take the hands to the outside of your knees, draw them in. Might need to give yourself a little bit more space from the wall here. And then hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Slide your hands onto your knees and we'll make some big circles. Or little circles if that's what you have space for today. Switch your direction. Roll over onto one side. Slowly support yourself to upright. Release your legs long in front of you. Let your sitting bones connect with the earth. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, reach your hands forward and let your upper body drape towards your legs. Let it relax. Let it round. Let your head get heavy. And as you settle in, start to notice what you feel. Feel your heels on the earth. Feel the stretch through the back of your legs and thighs. Feel your sitting bones on the earth. Send a nice deep breath into your low back, feeling the stretch here. Feel the space of your rib cage and your middle back. Send a breath into your upper back, the space behind your heart. Feel the sensation in your shoulders. The length of your arms. And finally, feel wherever your hands are resting. Send your breath anywhere that you need it. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Slowly start to unravel to upright. Grab your pillow or your pillows or your bolster, whatever you have. Set it lengthwise on your mat. Sit onto your right hip. So when we do our twists, we always want to start on the right side to go with the flow of our digestive system. So sitting on your right hip, knees are bent. Bolster is going to come right up against your right hip. So not over by the front of your knee, but right into this hip. Now we're going to turn to face our bolster. Inhale to lift and lengthen through our chest and our spine. And exhale to walk our way down the bolster. So the lower body is staying as it was, and the upper body is coming to lie flat on the bolster. So belly, rib cage, chest, and then head is going to turn in the same direction as the knees so that the neck is comfortable and relaxed. If your knees feel like they need some support or if your legs feel uncomfortable, I always find tucking a blanket in between my knees here very supportive. And we'll settle back into our breath. Let your right cheek and your right ear soften into your pillow. Let it get nice and smushy. Letting this relaxation wash into your neck. Feel your shoulder blades relaxing. Your arms and your hands get heavy. Feel your mid back, your low back. Then feel what's touching the bolster. So your chest, the front of your rib cage, your belly. Let that all get heavy. And breath massages your belly as we settle into stillness. And slowly coming back to your breath. With as little disruption as possible, we're just going to switch over to the opposite side. So coming up off of the pillow, moving on over to your left hip. Lengthening your belly and your spine over the bolster and letting your left ear, your left cheek rest. Couple more breaths here. And take your time, gently coming up off of your pillow or bolster. Move that out of the way. Come on to all fours. Take your knees nice and wide for child's pose. Arms stretching long in front of you. We're going to inhale to pull ourselves forward. And exhale to reach back for your tailbone. Inhale. Exhale. A few more times at your own pace. And coming back up onto all fours. You use this bolster or pillows. The edge of the bolster or pillows is going to catch underneath your chest. This is another reason it's nice to have a blanket. When our heart rate is lowered from this relaxation, we can tend to feel cold. So the pillow is going to catch underneath your chest, and then your hands are going to fall open face up. So we're just gently opening through the chest here. Again, if your head or neck is not comfortable here, go ahead and tuck a blanket or pillow underneath there as well. The name of the game in this one is getting as cozy as possible so that you could maybe even fall asleep here. And if you do, that's not a bad thing. It's just your body saying it wants rest. As you settle in, let your head get heavy. Let your face, jaw, your ears, and your scalp relax. Soften through your throat. Feel the support of the pillows beneath your shoulders and chest. Feel the opening of your chest on your front body. And if you don't feel much, you can take your hands a little further out to the side, making more of a T. And follow this relaxation through your rib cage, your belly, your low back. And at the bottom of your arch, you feel your bottom getting heavy into the floor. Thighs relax. Knees release. And your calves melt into the mat. Your ankles soften. Heels get heavy. This relaxation washes into your feet. And toes one at a time. And taking a couple big breaths into our heart center. Just take a moment here to practice gratitude, to look for some of the silver linings of our current situation, and find some of the things that we can appreciate. Perhaps you're grateful for slowing down, or having more time for simpler things, or maybe even, like me, you found that you're more social, uh, but in different ways since this has happened. Whatever it is you want to say thank you for, let's breathe that in, send it on out. Wiggle your toes. Bend your knees, take your feet into the ground, and roll off of your pillows or your bolster to one side, just gently resting. And slowly press yourself up. And we're going to have the bolster, pillow, whatever you have, close to your hips. Feet into the floor. Knees bent. Come down onto your back. And then lift your bum and slide the pillow underneath your bum. Walk your shoulders further away from your waist. Again, palms face up. Hands can be close to the body or wider apart, whatever feels better in your shoulders and chest. And feel the back of your sacrum. Let it get heavy on the pillow. Notice what else is touching down on the earth. The soles of your feet. The weight of gravity in your shoulders, the back of your head. Send your breath to your belly. If there's any discomfort in your low back, take your shoulders even further away from your waist, or move the pillow closer to your bum. Make sure it's not your low back that it's under. We're not looking to arch your low back. Rather, we're looking to lift your hips. If you feel comfortable here and you want a deeper stretch through the area of your hip flexors and your belly, gently lengthen your legs. Again, if this causes any discomfort in your low back, come back to knees bent, feet flat on the floor. One more time, send your breath wherever you need it. One more cycle of breath here. Slide the soles of your feet into the floor. Move your pillow out from under your bum to below your knees. Settle in for a nice supported shavasana. Letting your legs get heavy on the pillow. Letting your low back soften into the floor. Letting any tension melt out of your body. And sending your breath to wherever you need it. Excuse me. Take a big belly breath in, out. Wiggle your toes. Walk your feet into your pillow. Hug your knees into your chest, gently rocking from side to side. Circles in one direction. And circles in the other. Roll over to one side. Take a moment here in your fetal position. When you feel ready, you can find your way up to a comfortable seat. Grounding down through your sitting bones. Getting tall through your spine. Let's bring our hands together at heart center. Take a big breath in and out. In and out. Thank you for joining me and Mr. Nacho here this morning. I hope that you enjoyed your relaxing restorative practice. And thank you, everyone who checked in last week, Maggie and Shelly and Gail and Val and Susan. It's always lovely to receive your kind messages and know that you guys are well. Okay. Thanks, guys.